Joining me now, the man who's got his finger on the pulse of all your holiday feast needs. 8 grocery stores across Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey. The one, the only, the legend, Stew Leonard Jr. live at his Norwalk, Connecticut store. Stu, give us the real story, please, on food inflation. Who is right?
You know, I've heard all sorts of things. I've heard even turkey prices are up 40%. We kept the turkey price the same this year. Most of the retailers I talked to, turkey's about the same. I mean, you have mashed potatoes, gravy. They're all roughly the same price as last year. You know, customers, when I talk to them, you see a whole bunch of them right here. They're concerned about the price of food in general. A lot of it has to do with energy. The kilowatt hours are up a third. We have a $23 an hour labor rate. I got a ton of people. We have 3,000 people at Stew Leonard's. A lot of them are cutting and chopping and making gravy and mashed potatoes today. So, you know, right now we're seeing things about the same. A couple things that are up, Liz, are one of them, like I've been in this business 50 years now, since I've been a kid. And that's your beautiful tomahawk steak, which our ranchers want when they come back. Wow. But the meat prices are up the highest I've seen them ever in my life. So you're not going to get a bargain on meat right now. Like I mentioned, turkeys, same price. Okay. Things that have gone up is coffee. You know, here's a bag of coffee. Colombia and Brazil do a lot of coffee. They had tremendous droughts, which have raised the price of coffee. That's up like $2 a pound. It's one of the high ones. Some things that are down, you got a nice half gallon of milk right here. Okay, that's down $1. People are going to be gobbling up butter right now this weekend. That's down $1. How about this? This is your poster child for inflation, which are eggs here.
We remember a year ago.
By the way, I'd recommend everybody, if you're going to get them, get pasture raised. Cage free is the next best. But pasture raised, nice yellow yolks and lots of flavor.
Stu,
they run around outside.
Yeah. There's a difference between cage free and pasture.
I'd say overall prices are about the same. We're on thin margins. Right now, you know, tariffs have increased a little bit of our prices, which we're eating about a quarter of it. Our suppliers usually will eat about 3/4 of it. So it's not having any major impact. But I'd say overall, customers coming in, they feel like it's expensive to eat right now.
Well, Stu, does that $55 10-person Thanksgiving meal sound right to you? I guess it really depends on what, right?
It's $5 and something. You can't even get a Subway sandwich for that out there right now. So I don't know where they get $5. We have a dinner for 8 right here, which gives you a pie, rolls, everything. It's Thanksgiving in a box. That's $200. That's $25 a head. I've seen some things at $10, but I think $10 is a Walmart meal. Frozen turkey, canned vegetables. You know, you can do it very inexpensively that way. But I'd say if you want a really good meal for your family, okay, I would say go with a fresh, beautiful free-range turkey. Get mash the potatoes up on the spot. Don't buy them packaged or in a box or anything. Enjoy it with your family. Eat good, drink good. It's the most inexpensive holiday meal of the year. I mean, sit back, relax. And I think I do feel, Liz, that we're seeing some relief on grocery prices right now.
Well, that's good news. And we're showing some of these that Wells Fargo put together. And a lot of the top ingredients and top things that people really need, the arrows are down, and that is definitely relief. But as you mentioned, coffee up nearly 19% year over year, sugar, sweets up 6.7%, bananas up 7%. And of course, beef, as you mentioned, up nearly 15%, the highest you've ever seen it. Let's talk about something happy. The trends for dessert this holiday weekend. How about TikTok? I mean, TikTok has really started a lot of food trends. And you, in particular, have jumped on one of them. Talk about this one.
Okay, the first thing I want to do, you know what the best part of my Thanksgiving? Come on over. I have 4 daughters. Look here's all 3 of them right here.
Oh, hi, girls.
Okay, we're gonna all be eating tomorrow, but we got our. You normally dip an ice cream in chocolate, right? And get
Sure,
the chocolate.
the shell.
This is dipped in butter. 16 million people have watched us on TikTok right now, so it's a hot trend. A little bit of salt goes on the top. I'm gonna let Madison hasn't ever tried it yet.
Go,
She's
Madison.
with she works with Lionsgate out in Santa Monica.
Oh, my God.
What do you think?
Be honest.
Kind of an explosion of butter and salt in your mouth. Kind of intense.
No, but it's really unique. Senator Blumenthal, we parted a turkey this morning and we called it butter cone.
Oh, okay, the butter cone. You know who's really
So we
happy
had
right
him-
now? Cardiologists.
Yeah.
They're going to get a lot of business.
I know it. I know it.
Stu, happy holidays to you and your lovely
Okay.
family. It's so great to see your daughters there.
I hope you guys all have a happy Thanksgiving. And you know what? I want to thank all the people out there that are donating food and turkeys for the people that really need it.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
we see a lot of generosity in our customers right here. We've given away thousands of turkeys
That's
right now at
amazing.
Stew Leonard's. And I just want to say thank you to all the Americans watching out there that are helping the needy people today.
Yep, there are quite a
And
few of them
tomorrow.
out there and quite a few needy
Yep.
people. It's a good sentiment to end on. Thanks, Stu. Thanks.
Thank you, Liz. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you.
Butter cones. Okay, you heard it here. Up next, we're going to take you live to the White House for another update on the shooting of those 2 National Guard troops within a mile of the Oval Office. And Chinese dominance over critical minerals has ignited a race to